All done? Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Space Engineers. I made some modifications. I got rid of all the frame rate. Tick. It's all gone. No. Let's stop that. Might help a little bit. And once these guys stop. I don't know if it's working better. I might not be ideal yet, but I'll keep playing around with it. Just haven't had too much time, but I messed around with the gravity, the forces. So this spherical gravity generator is quite strong now. What did I change it to, actually? Let's take a look at him. Gravity, spherical. He's 0.4. He used to be 0.2, I believe. And then I had to increase the linear one as well. So he's 10 Gs stronger, or 0.1 Gs stronger. So there's basically, when you get to here, there should be 1 G, I think, pointing out. So that helped collect the ores a little bit quicker. So instead of flying around like wasps, they tend to get pulled into the center here quicker. And then once they hit, they should, for the most part, go up here. So yeah, why don't we let Molar run a little bit longer. Where's your start? It's the ones that say really huge letters, start. So let's see what it does. Obviously he's not positioned too well either, but I don't see too much of it being lost up here. I think it's just the fact that it's not getting up here. And then I still got to test to see if what he does. So we're not sure, or you guys are saying that without the connectors pooping that some ore is getting destroyed instead of being picked up. So I will have to... Oh, Molar's not going anywhere. Low health. No. No low health. Okay, let's just remote into you. Because I know this one works. Good. Go. Molar. Okay. Factory reset. What's going on? What is going on? Why don't you want to go, Molar? What have you done? What have you done to yourself? Oh wait, what's this? That is a dangerous little piece of rock. Okay, but that shouldn't affect us. Nope, wrong one. Molar. Alright, remote control. Send you over... Oh, there we go. Maybe there's just nothing close enough for him to give a damn. I don't know. I often forget how I have him set up, so you'll have to forgive me if I don't know why he's not working. Go. I know I have low health. That's because by turning up the gravity, it made it a lot more dangerous to be down here. Alright, well, I don't know what's up with him. Are you going to correct yourself? I don't really feel like dealing with this right now. Can you behave? Yeah? Sort of? Okay. Just to prove a point? Yes? Maybe? I think so. I think he's going to cooperate. So obviously, if he's not mining, we're not going to see very much ores up top. So hopefully he can get right in there. Dig a nice deep trench, Molar. Alright, now let's get out of here before we die. Because we might. I have died... I think I died like 4 times in a row trying to get down this hole. So it might be a good idea to drill a secondary shaft beside for me to go down. Let's head up here and maybe we can heal and watch the ores come up at the same time. Probably not. So as we can see, there are ores that are escaping. So we could deal with that a few ways. We could glass in the tube, I think some of you have suggested, or maybe that's what you had thought I had planned. But I had planned to keep it open if I could. Alternatively, I want to heal, but I want to look around. No, that's probably not going to work. So alternatively, we could put some gravity gens in. Someone had mentioned this, and I had thought about it. And I actually have some plans to use this kind of concept somewhere else later on. Oh, we're healed. I'm not paying attention. Click, 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 click. So still not extraordinary rates. And we could head down to see if it's being it's getting stuck anywhere. But yeah, we could create like a wall basically of gravity. So we could have gravity generators on the side here somewhere, facing the way I'm facing, so that if an ore came out this way, it would be pushed back towards the center. And then you'd have 4 of them, one on each side, to help direct the ores. So that's something we could do. We could put a spherical gravity generator up there, So if they do manage to bounce away, they should eventually come back, because I don't really want ores floating around in the base or getting stuck somewhere in the base. I opened up the sides here to allow the ores in. So now they can go directly to it, because what I was noticing, we have the spherical gravity generator that wants to pull everything in, right? Then I have this displacement one that's right above it. What he does is he pushes down, stronger than this guy does. So he kind of offsets the spherical gravity generator. So you can almost imagine the spherical gravity generator ends up being a bit lower. Not exactly true, but it's kind of true. So it kind of displaces all those lines of force from that one down however much, depending on its strength. But what I found, stuff will get stuck, I think, if it's like a 45-degree angle or less, or somewhere lower. So you have to make sure you have quite the angle of displacement. So even though that one's pushing down, if it wasn't pushing down hard enough to create, if you look at the bottom right there, where the angles, that looks about a 45-degree angle to me. Maybe not quite, actually. But if it wasn't strong enough, the ores wouldn't be pushed down here enough. They would still get stuck because there's still enough force coming from that one. So I had to really crank that one up. And then the more I crank up one, the more I have to crank up the others. So I'd rather not have too much gravity going. I'd rather keep it as low as I possibly could. But anyway, this is really open now. So nothing, I don't think, is getting stuck. Seems more like it's not getting up here. And I still hear Molar going, but I don't see any ores, so it's likely he got stuck. Are you stuck, Molar? Let's take a look at a camera. Yeah, you're not moving. Give you a push. I think I have to overhaul Molar, look at him, maybe improve. Or get a program, maybe. There's probably programs out there for auto mining now. Maybe we can just upgrade them. Who knows? Okay, there he goes again. Alright, thanks, Molar. Poop again, please. Or don't poop. So yeah, I'm going to try to do a test to see what happens when you mine and your inventory is full. Because I still see ore dropping in front of him. The question is whether some of it's getting destroyed or not. And some of it's dropping, or if none of it's dropping and the stuff I'm seeing is the stuff you always see. I don't know. So I will do a test. I'll probably spawn in a really small asteroid, one that can be mined fairly quickly, and do it once with an empty inventory and do it once with a full inventory and collect all the debris with gravity generator collector thing, and then compare the contents and see if they're the same or if one is drastically different. Anyway, Tortwing lost his face. Why did you lose your face? That was silly. So let's go fix him. And then today I thought we could just do some sketching, I think. Oops. No. I want Tortwing, please. Full speed ahead. Oh, wow, that's tricky. No. I definitely definitely have to look through the camera. Uh-oh, did you, Oh, I think his camera got damaged. Oh, no, it's there. Camera. Okay. Confused. Maybe it just wasn't on the bar. I thought it was this guy. Number 2. I'm wondering what this used to be. I thought that was a camera. It's gonna be now. Cockpit. View. Oh. Alright then. Okay, oh, maybe one of the cameras on the side is broken? Nope. Camera right, camera left. Okay, I don't know what that used to be. Anyway. Oh look, we can see through my body. Look at my fancy body. Alright, come with me, please. This is dangerous. You're blocking my view. Oh, nope. Oh, lost you. No, you're still there. Good. We got him. Don't worry. Okay, that's actually a really cool shot. Hey, come back here. Thank you. Okay. Thumbnail. Thanks. Multitasking. Alright, you... Let's not kill him. You can wait right there. Good enough. Alright, good job. I think he's out of the way. And by he, I mean me? I don't know. Do we download our consciousness into this vehicle while we're operating it? Is that guy just an empty vessel? Yes, if you ask me. Alright, what do we have on us right now? We have both tools. I think that's pretty good. I wanted to see, I have these on to keep projection alive, but I might change that to not do that. Okay. Which one do we want on? So if I turn it on... Oh god. Our control screen had a heart attack there while it updated. I was looking at that stuff. God. Oh, they're both on. Bonk. See, I'm wondering if that way I don't have to remember to turn it off, because I find I'm flying around a lot of the time with this projector still activated. I just don't really notice it because the blocks are blocking it. Okay, we do want that on though, because I need my cockpit back. Ah! It looked like he hurt me, but my health is still good. I was gonna say, I didn't hear the cockpit be placed, but that's probably because we were in the remote vehicle and too far away to hear it. So we didn't get the satisfying clunk, 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 clunk. Excellent. So would, on the projection block, would it say it's complete, even though it most definitely is not, because it has the wrong block in the wrong place? But would it consider the fact that there's a block there anyway, that the projection is complete? I'm not sure. This is probably going to take a long time. It hasn't even finished the first stage yet. Okay, well, while that's working, we don't really have to watch it, and maybe we'll see if he's done when the timer's up. I think I might have increased it. Let me double check. Stage something. Is it stage 4 or stage 5? Okay, no. No, it's still set to 5. We'll see. That probably won't be enough. But who knows? Alright, what do I have in my inventory? A cheaty drill. Let's get rid of that. Oops, it's not really what I wanted to hit, but that'll do. Goodbye. Alright. Steel plates, please. So, how are we doing? Oh, okay, we got a lot of steel plates again, so our iron must be coming in. And we can maybe try to take a look at that. Iron ore. Do we have any stockpiled iron ore? Probably not. No. So still, it's being used as quickly as we're getting it. How about ingots? So I can tell if there's any being stockpiled. If I can find the container that's supposed to hold them. Cargo? Yeah, here. So I made a separate cargo just for iron ingots, but you can see they're getting yanked out of here as quickly as we get them, and stuff is still trying to make steel plates. So I've got 4,000 still queued up, and not enough iron to complete them. So I'll probably have to let Moeller run for a while on his own. Looks like he's stopped again. We can see if we can let him run while I record, but he does just take out the frame rates. I can hear him, like he's right beside us. And I'll give him a little forward tap just to make sure. Maybe we can take a look at the cameras. There he goes. That looks like maybe Cobalt. Alright, and we'll let him go. And, oops, I should turn the grav ball back on. Grav start. Trigger now. That should go for... I increased it to 10 minutes. So plenty of time. So even if I forget to enable that again right away, it shouldn't be off. Okay, okay. So what was I actually going to do? Steel plates, talking about stuff. Ingots. Okay, yeah. Out of iron. Gotcha. Alright, so why don't we try to sketch what's going to happen around here? Because I don't really know. I have, like, loose ideas about this build, guys. I don't have it, like, fully realized in my mind. It's more like, I kind of want to do this. Let's try to do it, see what it looks like, and see if it works. So that's what we're going to do now. Now, this distance is a lot less than I envisioned in my brain when I'm not playing the game. For some reason, I thought this was a lot further. Okay, so I want to have this floor. So maybe we can lay out the floor and try to decide something. So essentially, this is the floor. And I'm not sure how far forward we should go. Goodbye! I don't think the frame rate's too bad while we're up here. I often wonder... Like, I know the ship's going to impact my performance in the game, obviously, especially when it gets bigger and bigger. But I also find... I'm also wondering if it's like asteroid. Like, once I started coring out the inside of that asteroid, you go in there and there's so many trenches and stuff like that. I'm guessing that is affecting my performance quite a bit as well, just being near enough to this asteroid. So I often wonder if I just pasted this thing into an empty world, what the performance would be. I should try that, actually, to make a blueprint of it. Well, I have one. Up-to-date blueprint and paste it. Okay. But anyway, So I'm thinking we'll make a octagon floor. It's going to basically look like a nut or the head of a bolt or something, right? That octagon, or some of those are hexagons, I think. Anyway, not important. So we should try to figure out the exact angle. So this is, let's see, where's the middle? Is this the middle? Seems to be the middle. Okay. So for now, let me just make this straight. So we'll bring that across, and then we gotta figure out where we want to go diagonal. And then we gotta figure some other stuff out. Okay, so something like that. And then somewhere we have to decide. So if this is... might want them all to be fairly equal length. So I could do this with math. That'll take too long and I'll look like an idiot when I screw up. So we won't do it with math. And we'll just spitball. Spitball? Fudge it. Try it. Hope it works out. Objective complete. I love that part. So yeah, I still want to change some of this up, guys. I'm going to change out those... Hey, look at you, all done. Yay! Okay, it didn't complete itself. So is it because of this guy? Because he's not the right tool. That's too bad. I could make a, 3 blueprints. One with both grinders, one with both welders, and one with a grinder and a welder. And then we activate the right one. Okay. All right, you're back. So what I was doing with him when I broke him, I didn't really tell you guys. It just happened. And that was the other day, actually. It's a different day since I broke him. I was getting rid of some of that steel plates around their bottom there and going a little bit aggressive. And my flyby touch, which normally works quite well, but the flyby face, less effective. And yeah, I'm sorry, Tortwing. Will you forgive me? Yeah, you forgive me. Okay. So something like that. Actually, that looks pretty good. Ooh, let's try something. So someone mentioned using the marker for measuring, which isn't a bad idea. So if we go ahead and make a new one from current location, we could use that as a measuring stick, right? So if this is the dead center, how would I get to the center of the block? What does it say? 8 meters. So that's only halfway. So if I only went to the halfway point of this, which is... I can't tell because my brain is defective. Here? Here, yes. 13 meters. Now, I don't believe those two numbers are the same. 12 and 8? Nope, those are different. Ah, but you couldn't figure that out. Okay. So, what that tells me is we should maybe try moving this back one. See if that looks better. Would you believe I don't remember? So I'm gonna put it back exactly where it was. I hope not. I might, though. Is this the same? I think this is the same. I should be able to tell if the marker's right here. Oh no, I did move it. Whew. Genius. Genius. Alright, info, no, GPS, let's get rid of that. Oh, I made one for where we are. I don't know how I feel about this whole waypoint thing, to be honest. It's cool, but it almost gets rid of the whole fear of getting lost. Like when we start off, or when I start off, I'm always worried about going too far away from my ship, or even just losing a visual sight on my ship, because I figure I will never find it again. If I could just plop down a waypoint without too much effort, I think that kind of dumbs it down a little too much. I think I'd prefer if we had to provide some kind of infrastructure to have waypoints. Okay, so now the middle is here. So that's 10. Now we won't be able to get exact because we're dealing with 2.5 meter blocks. 10 and 11, so that's probably pretty close. So, doesn't look the same though, does it? Man. Let's try something. Looks really weird. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd go 4 the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'd start, we'd start going like that. So my goal, what I'm trying to do is get this length from here to there to be roughly the same as from there to there. So let's do the full length because I don't trust my abilities, especially on camera. I do stupid things. 22 meters. So assuming I was at the middle there, 22... I think it's close enough, or as close as we'll get. If I do it the other way, I don't think it'll work out. So yeah, I was thinking of that. So on top of this kind of girder system we have, we'd basically create this huge slab. It would basically... Like, I'm not going to create too much detail to it. We might add some, but for most part, it's just going to be this big octagon slab kind of thing. And I think it will meet up with the hull of the ship, like towards that side, especially in the corners. If not everywhere, this might go all the way to the edge of the ship. I'm not too sure. So what I also want to figure out, so this, I think, Tillion, is this what you were talking about? Like, it doesn't look as good as what we had going on down there. And I would agree with that. So what I was thinking right now... So the walkways I'm still trying to figure out, and I got to figure out what we want to do up here. Like, ideally, I guess if we had this underneath a walkway that was up here, that might be okay, because that would look similar. But what I also kind of want to use... And all this stuff is, for the most part, temporary. Like, some of it will probably stay. But this will all be inside the slab, so we won't see it, right? So unless you're in this hollow spot in the slab, you'll see all this stuff. And that's how I think I want to feed most things. I think we'll have a conveyor line that comes up right here in the corner. And then that'll feed this thing and also head this way and probably feed that thing. And there'll be another one going that way. So I think that's how the whole system will run. So I might end up moving that or relocating it. And then here it's kind of coming out of the slab. So that's the idea there. So I figured that was the best location for it. At least to go this way, unless we create like a walkway, not necessarily a walkway, but almost a connection. So I like the idea of this thing being supported. And I know we're not really making much progress, especially when I just talk to you guys. I tend not to do anything on camera. If I can multitask a little better, I could work while I kind of talk to you and actually get stuff down instead of you staring at me going, place a block! Place a block already! God damn! Just place a block. So we could have something like this. So we have this octagon nut, or bolt head. But then maybe we could have these things that come off of it to help support this thing. And we could try to even like arch it almost. I don't know how well that might work or even look. Don't you do it. I find if I'm not like dead on rotating, I always hit the wrong one. Rotate it the wrong way. So we could do some angular arches, not even really arches, but more just angles. And then have it even come down. I don't know, I'm trying to envision this thing reaching out and then this whole collector system, maybe, and the assemblers is kind of being... This is what's supporting it. It's kind of coming off the top. Now we could do that, or we take that one step further and don't have it connected here, but instead... try to have that go all the way almost to the top of the ship, and then it looks like it's all coming down the top of the ship, and then maybe we find a walkway somewhere to get into this area. So if we want to now add something else, and Tillion, and I think I might want to do what you're suggesting anyway. I know a lot of this stuff is occupied. Sounds like we're out of something. Oh, it's just because it's out of material. I was wondering if it's struggling on power there. But no, we have plenty of power. But eventually these reactors may not be here. And what we could end up doing is create a... think of movie Alien Resurrection, when Ripley is being held in the bottom of her little cell there, and she can look up and see people walking around. But it's through like this giant little tunnel. So we could do something similar if we gut all this out in the middle, and then we close this in like I've done here, but all the way. Oh, am I out of steel plates? No. No. Whoa. Yeah, so we could do something like that. And having these little hatches from the assemblers actually might look kind of cool. So we could do something like that. And then whatever we put up here, we could give it a glass floor and look down. So I kind of like that. And then if we don't like this being here, we could move it. So I think if we do... the support being here, we could get away with having this here and still look okay. I think having it just by itself does look kind of silly, but I think if we can match it into some kind of structure, it'll be alright. So maybe you guys can give me your opinion on that. Do you think we should connect it here, or should we go to the top of the ship? And what should we put next here? We still need to find room for all of our gyroscopes and stuff. And if we did this here, I would be tempted to put this full of gyros. So this is maybe where we'd have our gyros all set up, is on these little beams. So we could do that if we keep it here. If we don't, we could still try to put our gyros somewhere, or we could even make like a vertical thing. So what if we so yeah, I guess today is going to be just a idea day. Try to get things set. I don't have too much time to record, so I didn't want to do too much off camera. So I figured we could just kind of chat it out and figure things out. So if we wanted, we could do something like this. Oh, I hate when things rotate like that. No, don't do it. How can I stop it from doing it? Okay. So we could do something like that, and then we could go up all sides. So whatever room we have here, we could have this in the center of it. And that could start right at the top of the assemblers. So if we don't put this tube here, what I'm thinking is we could just hide it in the floor. So it could come into the top of the assembler, and then somehow in whatever room we have here, it could go straight up to wherever we want it to, and then make its way out, or something like that. So yeah, that's an idea, but I don't know if this would provide us with enough gyros, or how many gyros we're actually going to need for this ship, compared to like the surface area of there. I mean, we could put 3 rows of gyros times 4 locations, so that would provide us with more space than this currently does. But both might look cool, and maybe we could even do both. We could have some in the center, and then if we need to add more, we can add them outside, or where we just said we could add more to a space like that. Or if we don't choose to put them there, we could do them somewhere else, but with that in mind. So control room for the ship should be at the very top. Very top of the ship. Might be somewhere around here. I'm trying to try not to get too big. I'm already getting carried away with this thing. But I have some ideas. It's hard to portray them all, so I'll try to just give them to you in little bits like this. So hopefully this kind of clarifies the general plan, at least kind of a little bit of the plan for here, and the general idea of what I have for how this will look. Yeah, I think. I'm not sure what else to do with this space. Like, there's still a decent amount of space right here. So we could hide actually some more assemblers in there if we really wanted to, but we'll see. Could make it like 3 wide. So 3 rows. Wow, how many would that be? 27, 52, 104, 108. I guess I could just do... Well, technically that's 10 if you count the one in the front. So if we did 30, 60, 120. 120 assemblers? How to decrease your performance in your world by having 120 assemblers? What are you doing, hogging all the iron? People need this. Like this guy. Maybe not. Anyway. Okay, well, I think we'll leave it here, guys. So that's about it. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to be away here for the next few days, so there may be a lapse of... Well, there's going to be a lapse of videos. So I probably won't be able to get another one out for you for another, like, 3 or 4 days. So maybe by the weekend, hopefully. If not, yeah, I'll get it to you when I can. So hope you're still enjoying the series, and we'll see you in the next one. Whee! Where's my spin around? Where's my spin? I lost my spin with the cockpit. Oh, it reset my cockpit. With the loss of... Oh, that's why we have everything broken. Maybe. Yeah. No. There's not much to fix. But you can see, these might still work. Anyway. Goodbye.